Hi everybody, it's Sheena from your microbiology class. My superbug is Mycobacterium avium complex, which is a pretty bad bug, actually. You probably remember it from our class. But anyways, the bug is also known as MAC. There's two species in this bug, which is the MAC, the one that I have, is atypical Mycobacterium, which is usually associated with human disease. This bug can be in your shower head. Yikes, right there. Yucky. I don't even want to even think about that. Sometimes I like to think of my shower clean, most people do. I like to think of it comforting and relaxing, not nasty. Anyways, so this bug usually affects people with a lower immune system, like leukemia or AIDS, but it can affect other people without that lowered immune system as well. It's usually like 8%, but not very often does it happen. MAC can also be found in piped hot water systems, like the ones in your homes or in the hospital. Of course, it's found in bathrooms. It can be found in dust, soil, birds. It can be found on birds, farm animals, and even cigarette components. Ew. I guess that's where it could be related to TB. It is the other part. The other species of MAC is Mycobacterium tuberculosis, or Mycobacterium avium intracellular. The good news is that between the two, MAC is not spread from human to human. I guess that's a plus. Dr. Norman Pace did a study in Colorado on the microbiology of the indoor environment. The shower head was a small part of his study. Basically, he went from house to house, checking, scraping the shower heads, and found Mycobacterium in the shower heads, in a lot of shower heads, and it's in a lot of the water systems, I guess, in Colorado. Don't move to Colorado. Anyways, according to Dr. Pace, Mycobacterium is not associated, or is not considered a communicable disease by the CDC. So there's not really that much record of it, and is really underdiagnosed. So if you go in with a cough and it's pretty persistent, they're probably going to be assuming something else. A lot of times it can be just like tuberculosis. They might diagnose you with tuberculosis, which is, pretty much you're going to have a persistent cough and it eats away at your lungs. That's the bad news too, is that it could also eat away at your lungs. That's not a good bug to have. So anyways, you probably want to know how you can disinfect this or get rid of this nasty little bug. You can disinfect your shower head, and sometimes it might kill everything in there for a little while, but it can be continuously loaded in from your municipal water supply, and it comes through your shower head. And Mycobacterium loves the dark and moist environment, which is in your shower head, of course. It might also be hard to disinfect due to the very tough biofilm that the superbug has. And it's also resistant to chlorine, so that's not a good thing. No bleach. The best way to disinfect your shower head is to boil it for 15 minutes and then soak it in a house full of ammonia for about an hour. But remember, this has to be repeated regularly. On top of disinfecting, it is also a good idea to replace your shower head 2 to 3 times a year. I would buy a metal shower head, since the bacteria prefers plastic for breeding. Some more advice is to flush the shower head before stepping beneath it, and when finished with your shower, remove the shower head and shake excess water out. So basically, this is a pretty nasty bug and I wouldn't want it. So another, many people might not take too much concern with this bug, especially if they don't have a compromised immune system. What most people do not realize is that your immune system can be compromised at any point in time. Then at that point in time, it could be too late. There's still that chance, which I am sure many will risk. See y'all later.